There you go.
Yeah, there we go. You called it, Eterna, right off the bat.
Man, I did not expect this. So they're gonna go for the Fredrin, the Khalid, and now Fenix, they're gonna hit it off with a carry. What do we think about this, Gideon?
I think Carrie's going to be a little short range. I do think that she's going to struggle a little bit overall, especially when it's going to be up against a Beatrix. The siege composition coming in from the side of RSG looks kind of good. I'm siding a little bit more towards RSG, but I will say, Fenix, they've got a lot of outplay potential.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up in Singapore, but
Yeah.
it's 49% to RSG, so more Singaporeans voted for Fenix.
Yeah, it's not even a 50-50. It's a 49 to their own team. What's going on here?
I don't know,
Singaporeans, where the support? What's their hashtag? Is it hashtag Sport Pride? No?
No, that's
What is
Indo
it?
Pride. No.
There's no equivalent from like Indo Pride?
I know Malaysia Boleh.
Okay, what's Singapore's?
SG loud, SG proud.
All right, it can work.
Could definitely work, but I guess it shows that they're very realistic, right? They understand that the performances from the SG teams haven't been too convincing in the previous international tournaments, but it's time right now for RSG SG to turn the tide and to answer to the doubters. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Land of Dawn for game number 1 of match number 2.
Interesting series that we're going to have here, ladies and gentlemen. And face value, right now we see that the Diablo, that Diablo has opted for the Master of Assassin emblem.
Yep, he needs to be able to move out of this lane first. He needs to be able to dominate this lane. Again, Festival of Blood probably would have been ideal just to kind of sustain it a little bit longer. But keep in mind, if Diablo catches literally anybody, it's do or die. It's either he dies or you die. No in between.
All right. We do have a few moments here. Earlier on, nothing too fancy just yet in terms of that items, but even here you can see that both of these junglers very aggressive here in that mid side. Both want the Lethal Wanderer, but it's gonna go to RSG.
Now, if we look around the map, right, we have to keep in mind that in these early stages, Diablo just needs to be isolated. Even Roy is coming in to make his job even harder. Notice on the opposite side of the map, the coverage that RSG have right now is keeping Fenix in check.
Okay, Benny needs to be very careful though. Oh, that's a good trade. Oh, he's gonna be able to flick around. That's one more hit! Lucian Cutie, the double dual mid combo, able to roam around the map, and like we mentioned, actually foreshadowed it a bit, that trio mid really is shining here.
Wowee, Benny goes down there earlier on, and that's gonna hurt him in the long run, right? The carry and the Beatrix matchup is already so difficult for the carry, and now he has 1 kill point on Tuoki. It's not the most ideal here for Fenix in the early stage of the game.
It really isn't, but on the opposite side, at least Diablo recognizes that this could be potentially dangerous, so he's just waiting to get near level 4.
Okay, waiting for it, but the airstrike does come down, but Diablo is able to just surf out of there right now as Feiyan is on the turtle. Diablo's gonna be first to help him out, jumping in now on the damage, and Bray with a brilliant retribution secures it for his team. The taunt coming down, and also the Raging Sandstorm. Say goodbye to Jax. He's going to be out as well. RSG, complete control.
Well played. You know, they're counting the resources that Fenix actually dedicate. The fact that the Feather Airstrike was actually used on that top side rather than just controlling the area of the turtle, making it a little difficult for them for the reclamation. Oh, Feiyan still got that in the end. But look at bot side. The amount of pressure just farming this gold plating.
Man, RSG, they're being very aggressive here in the early game, and that's incredible. That development in their gameplay that we're seeing, and it's giving Fenix a little bit of a hard time. However, they still need to be careful because we saw Fenix struggle in the early game to that mid game, and they know they can stay patient. They can still stay disciplined enough to come back in the game. So RSG, they really need to think about this as well.
Yeah, the next interaction here, we know for a fact that Fenix can scale, right? With the Farson and the carry, that's going to be more than enough. Royal Milk, right now, he's not going to have a fun time. But later on, it's going to be quite the struggle, right? Because the only people who can really deal with him is literally just Oki. Everybody else has to hit him multiple times, and half the time it's just wasted damage.
And if we take a look at the winning lanes, right, the way RSG SG have drafted for themselves, it makes sense as to why they actually have this early game lead. It's all about how they utilize this early game lead to snowball and to take control of the mid game, because Fenix can very well just come back with one good team fight. I think one of their strengths right now is they're able to open up the map really well, so they're kind of already neutralizing that pick-off threat that Jax can put on them.
That's why I'm thinking, wait, hold on.
Just as I say it, man, the caster curse absolutely on par.
Wow.
But RSG, man, I don't know what to say. They're just clean with it. That response was almost instantaneous, and guess what? The only one at threat was the roamer, so it was all good.
Yeah, I mean, RSG's timings right now are so very good. Instantly, they try to capitalize on that top
No
side.
retry.
No retry, even better. This is so cold, so calculated from RSG.
It's beautiful, and now they're actually at a disadvantage here. Will they be able to get something out of it, though?
Raging Storm coming down. Retribution free for Bray. Royal Milk getting chunked low. But yes,
Wow.
it's just efficiency. It's Singaporean efficiency.
The timing, it's been insane. They're able to just time it so perfectly. They get another objective there in the bottom side, and they're just winning it out on all fronts.
It's crazy to think that Singapore, a small island on the south side of Malaysia, thinking that like, wow, they're a small region, there's nothing to worry about. But give them space, give them a lot of land to work with, and they'll control the entire map and turn it into their own. It's super dangerous. And Fenix right now, if they're looking for a way to kind of spearhead and trying to push them back, I think they have to look at Bray.
Okay, well, Bray is getting looked at right now, getting targeted down, but he's able to actually escape, and the Divine Judgment locks Jex down for a bit. Oki unable to take him out. Brilliant. Abstro sphere there coming down, but it's not enough to take Jex down just yet.
Quite curious, the rotations right here, Gideon, because I feel like being on the far side, you have that extra mobility with this wings by wings, but they haven't been able to translate that through the mid and through their rotations to be able to dominate and, you know, just be able to set the tempo. And it's actually RSG doing that.
I mean, let's not forget that even though Wings by Wings can fly over walls, and yes, it's a relatively short cooldown, Roy basically has the same thing with the Astral Recall. And even better, he can look to start opening the map and trading while they're in the middle of that rotation. So there is a slight advantage, assuming that Roy is able to hit those skill shots. But let's keep in mind, at the end of the day, this is a siege composition. It's a composition designed to take down structures as best they can. And with Roy opening up the map without putting anybody at risk, it becomes an even better decision, efficient decision. There's no better word than efficient.
There really is no better word than efficient right now to put into words how RSG is taking or tackling this game. They've actually been able to take down the bottom lane turret as well, and like I said earlier, that range advantage is really giving them such a good time to prevent Jex from doing anything on the map. They've neutralized what made Fenix such a threat yesterday, and now with the Flicker, Divine Judgment, he also enables Passion onto Royal Milk. It should still be fine. Oki's now caught though, he flickers out of there, that's gonna be the puncture, and a Thorn Rose, dealing out some bit of damage. Oki's gonna fall, but Diablo now comes down with a Flicker to find the kill back onto Fei Yan. 1 for 1. They don't have a jungler. Fenix, what do? It seems like they still want to stay along the side of the turtle, but they will be forced out of it right now. With no retry, they will not be able to contest.
The setup from RSG just has been so impeccable, right? Oki going in for that snipe, trying to just force Jex to recall in the moment where they're going for a 5v5, trying to make things a little bit more unbalanced for Fenix. It was timed perfectly, and you can feel Fenix getting a little bit maybe they're getting a little bit, what do you say, heated about it. And so they go in, they lose Fei Yan in the process, and all that is just once again in favor of RSG.
I mean, they're starting to get desperate, right? Because it feels like, man, everything we do, we get punished for it. So we got to figure out a way to force a mistake out of RSG. Oh, Jex.
They're going in again. Jex not given the time at all. For the airstrike worthy pop, but Bray just takes everything in. Divine Judgment locks him down, and Bray picks up the kill.
Wow, this is just, again, cool, calm, and calculated, but all battle spells are on cooldown as of yet for the side of RSG. But without big ultimates coming out from Fenix, we see a lot of the issues start to show, and especially coming in from Jex. It's really hard for him to open up the map. Royal Milk, I would assume, is going to be okay, but when that wave starts crashing down, I don't see any support. Good luck, Royal Milk. It's either you give this up or try your best.
Try your best. That's the route he's taking right now, right? I mean, he's not even going to try to actually defend that turret. He knows it's a lost cause, and he knows that the single target damage coming from RSG is a bit too much to deal with. Diablo, such a menace on this Khalid, that oppressiveness in lane, and all the way here as well. And this is just unfair, right? Fenix are severely outranged. You gotta give props to the draft from RSG.
Yeah, just look at where Roy is just launching these projectiles from the Astral Recall, right? The way that he's checking these brushes are it's very methodical, right? One by one. Check the river brush, and next stop, you go deeper into the enemy jungle.
Wow, but look at this, Bray.
Abraser, the flawless Abraser. Shout out to our script writers, man.
Wow, 100% win rate on the Frederick, and he's played it what was that, 11 times, 10 times?
11 times. I mean,
That's
they're
a lot.
champions. These guys are champions. Everybody's going to have some hero that has 100% win rate. I'm just surprised that there's so many. It's not just one unique pick. It's usually 3. I would argue some may even have 4.
Yeah, and right now, they're certainly utilizing these picks really well. Oh my god. That ultimate actually got everyone. 5-man and Diablo on the back with the Raging Storm finds Benny. It didn't take him down, but that's all they need to get them out of there. Fenix can no longer contest for the turtle or a lord right now. Diablo gonna be caught in the onward and is able to flick around with a Princess Wrath and a snipe from downtown from Oki. Takes Jex down. That's another Astral Sphere placed down by Roy. They're really just zoning Fenix away. Feiyan looking for it, but it's not going to be able to find it. Punctures in, but is forced back instantaneously.
Oh my goodness. A beautiful save coming in from Jex. He saves Benny's life, gives his life, but unfortunately the rest of the members, they immediately lose confidence in this. You can definitely tell that Feiyan is struggling to find the space, the little cracks in between the defense of RSG, especially during these Lord fights to get in on the Lord.
I just love the combo coming in from Roy and Diablo, right? And maybe that's why Diablo went for the Master of Assassin emblem. He's trying to utilize that to be able to get into that backline, take Benny down, and it's working so well because of the vision that is being provided by Roy and her ultimate. So it's working really well with one another. They're coinciding perfectly as he tries to go in once again, but I don't think this is a fight that he should take so far. And another thing is that Fenix, I don't think that they have quote-unquote reach their power spike as fast as RSG just yet, but they're still committing onto these fights.
Jex again is going to be targeted down. Lucian Cutie is able to find a Divine Judgment, and that's a trade 1-for-1. Roamer for Roamer. Feiyan with a puncture, dealing a lot of damage. Phantom Execution. Oki's going to be trapped here, but he's going to be able to find the kill with Bray's taunt. Well played, the spacing and the coordination between the two. Not just Roy and Diablo, it's Oki and Bray. Now Royal Milk's going to be stunned up by the Raging Storm, and you can say goodbye to Royal Milk now with a sniper. Oh! Clean movement, but unfortunately, yeah, Roy's skill 1, I don't think you can dodge that one.
No, there's just too many. There's too many projectiles coming at him. And this is why Edith is really struggling right now, because she can't be the one opening up the map. And when Royal Milk decides, you know what, I gotta do this job, the rest of the team starts a fight without him, so out of position, no way to frontline for the team. It's a struggle because RSG has so many different angles to hit the backline with.
Oh, good Earth Shadow with a flicker comboed in. That's
good.
Oki, who's going to be taken down. The shutdown goes to the hands of the Farsa. Mock's going to have a good time now to try to scale up because he's the only member right now who has 0 deaths on Fenix.
And yet still, RSG has a 4,000 gold lead. And one of the main things that I saw earlier on before Oki went down is the fact that Diablo went for the Malefic Roar. So much damage already on the Khalid.
He also went for the Dominance Ice just to make sure that he's doing his job as an EXP laner, but this could be a potential play.
They're airstrike, they're committing a lot in the back line though. What's going on, Bray? All alone, this might just be bad here, but Lucian Cutie finds Benny! And the Raging Storm follows through. Diablo is massive. That's a double kill. Mock is going to be caught low by the Astral Sphere. Now, Royal Milk is completely isolated from the team. He has the Consecration, he has the Immortality, but what's that going to do? It's only going to buy time. Fenix lose 3 for nothing.
And 10 seconds to the Lord.
Yeah, I don't know about Roy, but it feels like with the new ROG, he's got a lot more vision than normal, right? Other phones are not going to give you that level of depth. My God, how did he notice it all the way on the opposite side, especially when Mock was about to basically walk out of vision?
Oh, so good. Perfectly timed right now. They're going to get the Lord uncontested here, taking it away from Fenix in the 12th minute of the game. And once again, Bray gonna do the Grand Theft Orange.
Oh, that was a purple, but...
Oh, man. Okay, I'll do it again. Let me do it again.
All right, we redo.
Grand Theft Purple.
She did it! She did it!
First take.
Awesome.
Nobody realized the previous one. Let's all forget about that collectively. Now, from this point onwards, right, I'm expecting to see at least some form of scaling from Fenix, right? I'm expecting Benny to be, well, currently it's 36k gold in total, so that means about 2.5 items in comparison to RSG, who's hit their next item power spike. Expect to see one of these inhibitor fall, but if this fight goes badly, it could be over.
Oh, he finds
my
Mock
God.
again! Roy has a magnet placed on Mock right now. He is a sitting duck. Oki also doing some damage now, trying to siege down this bottom lane. Bray is doing a good job at zoning them away as Diablo does the same thing. But the airstrike comes down, hits 3 of them, but the damage is certainly just not enough right now to be anything that they can really... Oh, that was so close. I thought Benny... if it hit Benny, I think he might actually... Yeah, I think he might be he's done.
I don't think he'll die. I think he'll get put to about 10% after the burn, but we'll see.
He hit
look
2
at
of
Monk.
them. He hit 2 of them.
Oh god, oh god. We need to get another stat of how many times these players from Fenix, especially when they're up against a Novaria, takes an early recall. Because my goodness, they've seen the fountain so many times.
Good dodge. Very good dodge from Fei Yan. Oh, Jackson the Flicker as well on the onward, but that's only on solution QT. Oki's going to be able to free hit right now with the Nibiru's passion, but Bray is there, is standing in the front, acting as the front liner. Stun coming in with the Raging Storm. Oh my goodness, Roy almost found a massive Astral Spear in the back. Now Fei Yan trying to do some damage with Thorn Rose, but Oki has the Hod's Claws. He's healing back up. Roy is massive, and he finds another hit onto Mok, forcing him back and giving RSG such an open space to siege the space turret down.
Admittedly, I will say that Roy is just completely ignoring the frontliners, right? Even though it is lined up, even the frontliners don't want to take it. They're moving out of the way. I don't know, but Mok is, he's having it rough. He hasn't died a single time, but at the very least, he's going back to base consistently.
Let's take a look at the player head-to-head here from Oki and Benny.
Oh,
Wow!
oh my god! They're playing Skeet Shooter right now!
Oh my goodness gracious!
Wow.
Oh my lord! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh my god, that was the combo we were waiting for since Novaria got released, and we got to see it here, ladies and gentlemen. Right as we were talking about the head-to-head, Oki responds, he's like, no need. Take that off the screen.
Oh, replay. We gotta see that
Give us a
again,
replay,
right?
give
Because
us
that
a replay.
Meteor and Snipe coincidingly going head-to-head with one another.
Okay,
That
slow-mo.
was so much damage, and we're gonna get it here in slow-mo.
Look at them time it together. They open it, open up the map, and instantly, pow!
Oh my god, that was perfect.
Oh, they literally released it at the same time. It's just projectile speed, but now, Lord.
Well, I don't know if Fenix can even contest for this. They're getting poked down from so far away, and guess what? Lucian Cutie is doing such a good job at zoning Fei Yan away. Path of Execution still coming down. Bray! Oh, he loses it. Fei Yan will be able to find it. Diablo forced to regen, but the team fight goes to RSG for now. Jex is caught all alone, isolated from his team. Diablo is looking for the Raging Storm, but can't just find it. No way. Okay, Benny just respected that. He flickered out. He knows something was coming.
Yep.
And notice how everyone's just stacking behind him, making sure that no other skill shots get hit.
What?
How? That's on Royal Milk, Gideon.
Yeah, I thought he had items. He's level 15 as well. What is he building? What's going on?
That's Novaria, bro.
No. He's got to have some kind of MR here. Never mind. An upcoming fight.
Oh, okay, Royal Milk. Oh, he flickers up, but he's going to fall to the Bureau. Look at Roy on the back, finding the angles as Oki just deals with the front. Fei Yan is down. Benny is next. Raging Storm. Benny's able to escape. 1 HP. Oh my goodness, Roy! Once again with a snipe from downtown. RSG, they are not just winning, they are making a statement with game number 1. Now it's going to be the mini waves. They're waiting for it. Fenix are desperately trying to cling on to just the clear that they have, but Mok is continuously just getting bursted down. 20 seconds on Fei Yan. Will they be able to do it? Royal Milk trying to do what he can right now. Defender's Rage will lock him down with Divine Judgment. Mok in the back, going to be targeted down by Diablo, who is ultimately going to fall, but with 3 mini waves crashing down, Singapore have risen.
Kings of SG MLBB strike first in this best of 3 against their Burmese respectives. But wow, what a game by RSG Slate. Even from that early game, they were already very oppressive when it came down to those rotations. They hit their power spike, and things just went so badly for Fenix after.
That was a disgusting game. I know we were like, okay, some of these matches are going to be a wash, Echo versus Evo, but this one, I think, takes the cake. Not even an opportunity to come back. And when you think, when Fei Yan takes that Lord, yes, this could be it. No, RSG do not let them escape freely. They take heads on spikes before they get back to their base.
If we're judging it just based on game number 1, RSG is the best team in this group.